Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is 2 or 3 takes of trying to make this video. I started a video and I didn't get it out due to a snowstorm. We'll get into that in a minute. And so then I tried to combine the videos and disaster. I don't know, every once in a while the microphone decides to do weird things. I'm still learning this process. So let's start over. How are you today? If you're new to the channel, it's chaos over here all the time. So why would today be any different than any other day? So I started a video last week and I had shown balls of yarn, the little scrap pieces. I had a little bucket. It was all blanket yarn. And I was going to make little things because they were like little balls of yarn. And so I was going to work, I was working through them, and then snow apocalypse. We got a really bad snowstorm, ice storm. And if you live in the South, I live in Tennessee. So you probably heard about Tennessee on the news. We got it really bad. I count myself very lucky that we didn't get it quite as bad as other people. We did not lose power. We didn't even get any property damage. So very lucky. My family is very lucky. Some people weren't as lucky, and I hope that they can recover and move forward after this storm. If you're from the area out here, and you're old enough like I am to remember the one from 93 or 94, was that bad. Like, people were without power for several weeks. We were prepared. So me and my family we live out a little bit away from town. We have chickens and like 4 acres, and so we are prepared for things. We like to be prepared. We had a generator we have our generator just in case. We went out when they first started talking that the storm was going to get as bad as it was, and got extra food, so we were prepared before panic shopping happened. So I count us very lucky. We also have a gas fireplace, so I brought my mom, my sister, my niece. They have a wood burning fireplace, and I was just like, come over and make life so much easier. So we had like a big sleepover at my house, and it was fun at the beginning. But if you've ever, it's fun. We'll leave it at that. It was fun. And like I said, very grateful that we didn't lose power and didn't have a lot of property damage. The city had come through 2 years before, and kind of preemptively, the trees that were touching the power lines were causing, just from wind and stuff like that, causing power outages. So they went through and cut all those trees down. And so we didn't have trees on power lines. So I really think that was why we didn't lose power. Okay, and now I've rambled on about the storm for too long. So what this video has become is, it's the end of January. I just wanted to show you, let's just show you all the things that I've made in January. And I didn't bring my blanket that I've been working, my temperature blanket that I've been working on, but that's okay. I actually ran out of yarn right as the storm was hitting, so I haven't worked on the temperature blanket for like 4 days, maybe even 6. I'm not even sure what day it is anymore. So let's start with what I made for my scrap yarn. I made a possum, so I make the little ones, and I had some blanket yarn, and these were the right colors. The black I had to pull from other places, but that's okay. It had pink and a little bit of white and gray in there. So I was like, let's make a big one. That would be really fun. I have to dig back through my bucket because I'd put everything back in my buckets. I had the frosting. I'm not a fan. When I bought it, it was like, oh, it's pretty, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I started with a drift. I am sure I have shown drifts in another video, but I really like them. So I made a drift, and I wanted to just get rid of it. So I made a swamp monster. All my patterns, I will link if I kind of create my own patterns for some things. So if it's from another designer, I will link it. Swamp monster I made with the frosting, and then I added some blue, and its mouth is pink. So he is so cute. My daughter likes to. Should be thumbnail right there. Oh, this was the other thing. So I had a bunch of little tiny things of blues and greens, and I was like, that would make a perfect little caterpillar from Jade. Normally I make it in Posh. This usually gets made in Posh or Parfait Chunky, since Posh doesn't exist anymore. And I was like, let's make a big one of these too. Spring is coming, and markets. Hopefully I get into the 2 spring markets that I'm waiting very patiently for applications. And then I made a little owl. These colors, I had a bunch of these 2 colors, and that seemed, and a little bit of that white from that I may use the Opossum. It seemed like the perfect colors to make a little owl. So, and this is off from Crochet by Jenna. I combined them in my head. And I think that's all I got a chance to make. The storm took a lot, and I didn't get a chance to make as much stuff as I wanted to. So I still have a couple of little balls left, but I'm working on them, and we're going to show you what I've been making. I'm going to try and make that a video. I'm not sure how that's going to work with markets, but we'll figure it out. I did, if you watch my yarn video, I did make a bunch of these this month. I think I got 8 in. 8. And then I have a couple of, so I mark it, but I have them separated because I got into GalaxyCon, and GalaxyCon is big, so I have to separate my stuff. I have to remember, this is I'm remaking this video, so I had to remember what I want to say. So let's just go through the stuff that I made for market. I'm trying to find a good pattern for the Derpy Tiger. I had made one, and I didn't quite like the way it looked, and it wasn't selling. I'm like, let me try again. And so I made it, and I like how this one turned out better. I don't think he's quite the right color. When the roads are clear, because as of today's January 29th, this won't go out until the 2nd of February. I'm gonna order, I have a blue in my Amazon cart that I think would be perfect, but I think I like the way it's just Loaf Cat by Annie Carraway art, and I think he looks cute enough, and I kind of shoot for cute. And then of course I had to complete my collection. I have a Zoe and a Mira still, and I sold Ruby, so she had to be made again. And then same with Mario. I sell so many of them. They have to be remade for the markets. And plus the new Mario movie, and I got 1 or 2 things. 1 so far that I've made. Oh no, I made that last month. So I made Rosalina and a bunch of the little stars. If you're excited about the new movie, like we are, we're excited. And then last in my bucket, my market bucket, is I fell on the train. I'm not sure how I feel, about the Labubu's, but I decided I'd make one just to see how it sells, because it's obviously it's not authentic, but there was a pattern for one, so I made it. Okay, and getting into my stuff for Comicon, GalaxyCon, I experimented with a couple of different types of calcifer. I am a big Studio Ghibli fan, so I had to make some calcifers. Excuse me, my bucket is on the floor. I should bring it up here. I made several different ones. I think this is my favorite. I tried this one just to see. And then this one is like a monster one. Oh my gosh. So I think this one's going to end up being how I make most of them. And then you got one or two of them like this. That's great. So let me bring my bucket. I use the little Lowe's buckets to store my stuff in. And then you've seen, if you watched my yarn video, you've seen this guy. I make a lot of him, all four of the characters, and the new movie just came out or is coming out. I don't know. I'm a horror fan, but I don't like to watch scary movies. That sounds backwards, but I think I showed this guy too, because I made him from my box of yarn. And then I made the Mandalorian, because why not? And then I have to, GalaxyCon, I have to hop onto the anime. So this is Anya, or representation of Anya. I like to say inspiration, not exact copies. And then this is my son's favorite character. There's a bunch of voice actors coming from My Hero Academia, and this is my son's favorite, so I made him first. So I'm going to make a bunch more characters from My Hero Academia in preparation for GalaxyCon. And then I'm so excited, the voice for Tuxedo Mask is coming, so I had to make Tuxedo Mask, and I got to make all the Sailor Scouts. And then my favorite that I made is Jodie Benson is coming. And I'm super excited about that. Because like she voiced the original Ariel. So I had to make some mermaids. I think I'm gonna make the new version to make it look like the new version too. Everybody has a preference. I am older, so I know who Jodie Benson is, and so how to make an Ariel. I think she turned out real good. I like I got the little swoop. And then of course I made 8 of these, if you remember. So half went in this bucket, half went in this bucket. And that's my craziness for today. Hopefully this worked out. Oh, I'm also working on some snugglers. That's for a different video. I can't show you all my secrets today. So cross our fingers that this one takes and the audio didn't get all messed up. If you like the videos where I show you all my stuff that I've made for the month, click the like button and hit subscribe. Because then I'll know to make lots more. My goal is every Monday to shoot out a video. I'm trying really hard. I'm newer to social media. I don't post a lot normally, but I'm working on it. I'm also working on posting a lot of this stuff to my Instagram. That's in the description. Go over there, hit subscribe on that too. I'd really appreciate it. Every subscribe click helps me get better more views. I don't even know anymore. It's very appreciated. So that's all the craziness, all the chaos for today. Like, subscribe. And then there'll be more chaos next week. Bye!